Hello everyone and welcome to the promo video for our Ultimate Tournament guides and our exclusive tour text guides on patreon.com/golf/Tommy. In May, there is a lot of good things happening. We are launching a new platform for our tour guides where you don't have to email and request the tour guides. You can actually just go to the website, authenticate just like you do in tournament, and just get the guides there. We are making improvements in all the tournament divisions with more people, with more ideas on how to present better and better guides, and also quicker, because that's obviously something that is very important for everyone, especially when it does take some time to play the tournaments in Golf Clash. In our tournament divisions, we do have Telegram chats for all the divisions and all the holes as well. And we use those to give you direct help and give you quick help when you need something. You upload a video, you ask a question, and we are there to help. We're also uploading shots early, meaning that you don't have to sit there and wait for the guide. You can start with the notes posted together with the videos, and then, put the pieces a little bit together. We obviously give you all the data, but it might not look as pretty as it does in a guide. So we do recommend to wait for the guide if you do have that possibility. But if you don't have to, it's better to have something to go on than nothing, because winging it in any division is just going to be extremely difficult. And once again, we do have Telegram chats for all the tournament division, but even the tour divisions as well. So if you have any any need of help in the tour that you're playing, then you can use that too. When it comes to the win changes in tournament, that's a big thing, and we are updating for that. We are doing that quick also. When it comes to the qualifying round guides, they are always out on a Monday. So already on day one, you can use our guides. On opening round, we do have the expert and the master guide out, the full guide already on Thursday, where we do have the pro guide coming, half of it on Thursday and the rest of it very early on Friday. And obviously, with the new win changes, it becomes that we need to start over, and we upload in the Telegram chats. But again, we're doing a big job to get that out as quick as possible, but to never remove the quality. That's so important, because it doesn't matter if you're the quickest guide maker in the world. If the quality is crap, then what's the point? So the quality is important to maintain. I'm going through the different divisions and example guides here in this video. Use the timestamps in the description down below, so you can click on the time there and move to the division or the part that you want to watch. You don't have to watch everything, but obviously, if you're interested in everything, you watch that too. But use the timestamp and navigate easier. And once again, scan the QR code when you're ready to sign up, or you go directly to Patreon, get one of our packages, and email us at support@golf-tommy.com if you need any assistance or just have any questions. So let's move on and start talking about our tournament guides. Let's start by talking about Pro. Obviously, we are adapting for the win changes that comes in tournament. The win changes from qualifying round to opening round and to the weekend round. We have a dedicated team led by Radu that are doing their very best to give you the very best as well. We also now, from the month of May, have even more people in our Pro team, which will allow us to start working with the guides for the back nine quicker, which then means that we will have the guides for the full 18 holes out earlier. At least that's our goal, and it's always to push to the limit to get the guides out as quick as possible, but to maintain the quality, because we don't release anything that is 90%. We want 100%, and we want you that as a user feel that too. And here is an example of a par 4 and also par 5 when it comes to the layup. We do have the drive, the first shot on the top half, and then we do have the second shot on the bottom half. We separate to make it easier for you to follow along, and also makes it easier to just forget about a part of the page once you have taken your drive. We work a lot with tables. You can see their slider tables and references and stuff like that. Everything to give you the best possible chance for a drop. and therefore have the best possible chance to improve your game. We obviously have videos and links and text explanations if there's something that you might not understand on the guide, and that's something that you can also ask, because in Pro and for the other divisions we do have Telegram chats where you can interact with the shot creators and the team and ask questions by uploading your own videos, or just ask questions without videos if there is something that you don't understand. That's very important to have in mind. That is a big thing with our packages, that we do have that direct support line. You are not alone. We are there to help you every step of the way. Let's take a look at the par 3 as an example as well, and you can see here now that in Pro we have started slowly using some wind angle tweaks. And we do that because using wind angle tweaks becomes more and more a factor if you want or are willing to fight for the top of the bracket. But if you do not feel comfortable with that, you don't have to use it. It's there if you want to, but if you don't want to use it, then you just use the guide as in general. You can see that you can play this shot with a standard navigator ball. We can also play with a special ball if you would like, because we know that there is plenty of people that will play with special ball because they have invested a lot, and then you have the possibility to do so. Then we know as well there are players that don't want to spend any and don't spend anything on the game besides getting our guide, and then you can play with free-to-play balls as well. Simple layout. With a big picture that helps you get a more direct look and to maximize the chance for a drop. Sign up for our pro guides at patreon.com/golf-tommy, or you scan the QR code on top of me and get part of the best pro guides that is on the market. Expert division has probably been the division for us that has been going through the most upgrades or improvements for looking back the last 6 to 8 months. We are now a big dedicated team when it comes to playing expert, where even myself are involved and playing shots, tweaking shots, getting those finer details. That is becoming more and more important in expert. But first, obviously, we do have Telegram chat for expert, where you can join in, ask questions if there is anything along the way, and interact with the shot creators. And just especially the part with getting help quickly is something that is extremely important, because we will and we want to be there every step of the way when it comes to you getting a guide from us. Obviously, we also upload videos so you can start early. You don't have to wait for the guide. You can just follow along in the Telegram chats, where we do have notes, which is the raw notes, but also videos as well, where you can find all the type of content that you need. However, though, you're gonna have to put it together yourself, because the guides take a little time to get used to, even though we are quick getting out the guide. But the Telegram chats are offering a chance to go early if you do not have the possibility to wait. But we always recommend to wait, because it's always better to use the finished guide. Simple layup. We lay out. We are separating the page in half, which gives us a way of looking at the drive. Then we are focusing on the second shot. And in Expert, we are using tables, as we do in Pro and Master as well. Very good thing to do. And obviously, if there is something on the guide page that is not clear, we do have a general advice page where you can find video links about everything that is in our guide. Also text description as well, everything to help you understand everything quickly. Because if you have never used our guides, obviously we understand that it might not be the easiest thing to use. That's why we have everything like that. That's why we have a support line that can always be reached. And that's going to be that is super important, and something we take a lot of pride in to have as a help tool. When it comes to Expert, obviously we update for the wind angle changes. We are having every shot. Now listen, every shot in our guide can be played with a free-to-play ball. Every shot in our guide can be played with a special ball. We also add extra options if we do feel that there is a possibility to go aggressive. If there is a possibility to go for a skinny rough bump where a perfect ball will have a really good chance for a drop, but a great ball might be danger. Then we do have two options to give those that do want to take that little extra risk and for those that do not want to take that little extra risk. We can take hole 5 as an example from the last tournament, when the digital tournament, where we did have an option where you could go close to green. It was a tough drive, but makeable. Or for those that didn't have the possibility or the club, then we laid up and still had a good chance for a drop. And that's how we work. We want to cover every single angle and give you everything you need to improve your game when it comes to expert division tournaments. Looking at the par 3 has gone through a big update there too. We are working on wind angle tweaks on every par 3 now. That's because it is important. It's a must. We got feedback about that a while ago, and we are taking that to us and something we have stepped up on. And we are working on the par 3s and trying our very best that you can play the same shot with wind 5, wind 4, and even wind 3 balls. And that's why we have the caddy box that that always explains what type of ball that you can use. So in this case, you can use whatever, wind 3, wind 4, wind 5, because this shot has been dropped with a wind 5 ball as well. And then we do have the wind angle tweaks that you can use to improve the par 3 game, because trust me, without the wind angle tweaks, I at least wouldn't drop as many par 3s as I do today. But at the same time, we understand that not everyone wants to use the wind angle tweaks because they don't feel comfortable with it. Now, then don't use it, just ignore it and play the rest. But they are there for those of you that do want to take the next step in your dial-in process and also being able to fight at top. Otherwise, the par 3, simple, smooth layout, big pictures, helping you out massively when it comes to attacking the pin for an hole-in-one, because par 3s, they do win tournaments. To get our expert guide, or to bundle together the expert guide with any other guide or tour guide, you go to patreon.com/golf-tommy, or you scan the QR code on top of me and you go directly there. So make sure you get your package already today. Let's talk about Master Division. Master Division has been a division that has been growing a lot lately, and we are super pleased with that. When it comes to Master, the wind changes from the qualifying to the opening round, but it's the same wind in the weekend round, which obviously is a big plus. We are changing the guides from the qualifying to the opening round, obviously, and doing our best to do that as quickly as possible. We're using the Telegram chats to upload shots early, so if you don't want to wait, can use the notes there together with the videos. Obviously, it's never as good as waiting for a finished guide, because you don't really get a finished guide after 15-20 minutes. It's a lot of it's just a part of the process to get that initial data, and then to work it through to become a guide page takes a little bit longer time. But that is a possibility. Obviously, you can use the Telegram chats to ask questions and get some help in that way. We do have loads of people in the Telegram chat, which I'm super happy with, because that is the best way to get in direct contact with me or anyone else in my team, so we can help you out as quick as possible. When it comes to the guide itself, we do the same in Masters we do in the other divisions. We're separating the drive from the second shot. This to help you focus on the correct things. We're working with tables in Master a lot. This to give you the best possible adjustment and direction on how to get a drop. We often works with backup situations, such as this hole is a perfect example. We could have a dead bounce on drive, or we could have a glitch roll, and then it was important for us to give you an adjustment for both, so you're not lost if you do get a glitch roll and we're only covering the dead bounces, or vice versa. And that's something that we worked with a lot in the previous digital tournament, because some of the holes are just very bumpy and glitchy, and then it's important to have backup on backup so you do not feel lost. In Master, we play with paid balls, but we also a lot free to play. We have more than 50% of the shots in the guide that can be played with a free to play. That also is verified and tested for free to play. And when it comes to other than that, when it comes to the free to play, obviously we're adding as much as we can, but many of the shots, even though it might not have been verified by us with free to play, is something that could be easily verified by a practice token by yourself, because it's often very simple adjustments, simple shot structures that could be replicated by with minor tweaks can be used with a Win 4 ball as well. When it comes to the par 3s in Master, we obviously work a lot with wind angle tweaks, and that is because it is extremely important if you're gonna compete for a top spot. If you're not interested in working with wind angle tweaks, you don't have to. No one is forcing you to do so, and you can use it without and still have good success because the general shot is really good. But adding the wind angle tweaks, and this is a slide with in-depth wind angle tweaks, which also covers the wind strength difference, which also is a necessary thing when it comes to this game. Yeah, I know it looks very technical, but in the end, this is what requires to win gold and medals in Master. You can't just point and shoot. That's not really how it works. Obviously, we do have links and stuff on our general advice page and text boxes that will explain everything and give you that little extra info that I might not go through here, to just get you to be more comfortable with all the details that we do add in the guide. And obviously we are there in the Telegram chats and stuff like that as well. Master division, ladies and gentlemen, is a tough division, but with our guide you do have the best guide on the market, and you do have a massive advantage over others having other guides or just playing other shots. Scan the QR code on the top of me to get our master guide, or just bundle it together with any other division or with our tour guides. You can also use the link to patreon.com/golf-tommy that is in the description down below. So let's talk about our tour guides here. And the tour guides is something that we might not flag as much for, but I can promise you that the tour guides will help you loads when it comes to improving your win percentage and just having much more fun grinding. And you know, if it's just for simplifying getting the weekly leagues done, which it is for me, and don't have to spend a bunch of time trying to messing around, or for those of you that are really looking to grind for your clan or just grind for the enjoyment of the game. So here you can see our front page, which is with clickable links. There is hyperlinks there, so you can click onto the website, YouTube, and also to the Telegram chat. We do have a Telegram chat for every division, so you can ask questions, upload videos and stuff like that, and we are there to help in the best way we can. And then we do have a proper version control, so you know which version of the guide you're using. Very important as well. Looking at the page after that, which is kind of like a menu slide, we can call it, and you see here that is screenshots of the greens, and when you click on any of these one here, you are then jumping directly to that guide in the PDF. So you can then navigate easier, and makes you save a lot of time instead of having to scroll and stuff like that. Obviously, if you print it out, you can press with your finger, but if you are on a computer or having it on another device on a computer and stuff like that, you can just press on the one to go to, and it just jumps there. So when it comes to the next one, we're gonna take to the example slide here, and obviously the blue text are not there, and obviously all the data is there if you do have the guide. And when it comes to the adjustment here, we see we do have the adjustment listed. We do have the 8 win specific info boxes to give you adjustment, spin and curl. And then we have landing spot picks nearly always before spin to make it simple, because if we are having one landing spot with spin, that might be different spin on another landing spot. That's why we are doing the landing spot without spin, to help simplify your way to success. We do have whole overview and landing spots on the top right, key written advice and instructions that is easy to follow to give you that little extra if there is something else to have in mind. Home button takes you back to the menu slide for easy navigation. Pressing that one, then you jump back to this page again. So even though it looks like a lot, it's not really a lot. For those of you that has been using our golden shot guide would be very familiar with this concept, and trust me, this is helping loads when it comes to, once again, improving your win percentage on the tour that you're playing, and also for getting more clan points to your clan. The tour guides that you can get for shootouts is Tour 7 up to Tour 13. Once you do sign up, we are launching now for May a new platform. So you can then go to our website, authenticate, and then you can then pick your shootout guide there. And that's something that we are very pleased with, because before we had to do everything just in the manual way. We had to send it out and you had to request, and that was not messy, but it takes a little time. So in this case, you can go and get it yourself, and we don't have to message back and forth to get everything sorted. So if you do want to get our tour guides, exclusive tour text guides, you scan the QR code on top of me, or you go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. And obviously you can bundle together tour guides with tournament guides and choose one of our diamond package, which is a very well respected package where you get tournaments and tour guides together. Thank you so much everybody for watching this video, where I've been going through all the divisions we do have in the tournaments, but also for those of you that are looking for tour play. And hopefully you could follow along in a good way. And obviously if you have more questions or you just want to see an example before you sign up, you can always email support@golfclashtommy.com, or you can just check the picture that is attached to the package on Patreon. Scan the QR code on the side of me, or you can go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy through the link that is in the description down below. Either just copy paste or just click on it, or just type it into your browser and start already today. We are there to help you from when you sign up, and for as long as you there. Thank you so much everybody for watching this video, and I wish you the best of luck in your Golf Clash game.